What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Pet Battle PvP. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Call Darkness team featuring some super cool pets, notably the Bone Serpent here. This thing has gone through some nerfs over the past few years, notably losing Nocturnal Strike and getting replaced with Liftoff, but it's still a really cool pet. It's still a great lead. It still has a ton of health, being a health variety that we're using today. We're also going to be pairing it with a Crow that still has the Nocturnal Strike Call Darkness combo, and last but not least, a super standard Frostwolf Ghost Pup has a little bit of healing if you're using that outside of the Call Darkness, and Sneak Attack actually deals additional damage if the target is blinded from the Call Darkness. So it's a pretty cool undead to give the team a decent switch in, anchor, pivot, healer if you need to wait out a couple of defensive cooldowns from your opponent. But also, it still packs the same sort of punch that a standard, Call Darkness team would. Call Darkness, for those of you guys who don't know, Shadow falls across the battlefield, dealing 396 damage. Humanoid damage was actually pretty good because dragons are a bad match for this team. And it turns the weather to darkness for 5 turns. And during darkness, all pets are blinded, which means they have their accuracy lowered by 10%, and healing is reduced for 50%. So those really bulky, stally teams that we actually see a lot of on the ladder right now, those are going to have a lot of problems with this Call Darkness team, especially because we have 2 setters. So if there's a team that just has 1 weather setter, we always have 2. If there's a team that have 2, we have slower setters, which actually means we can always make them have to hold their weather hostage until we set ours first. And then again, we have the big Nocturnal Strike on our Crow here, able to deal 528 damage if the Call Darkness is active. It goes to a 100% accuracy. And note that it always hits with its blindness. It's not like it goes to a 100 and then it's lowered to the 90 because of the darkness. Nope. It just goes, it always hits if it's blinded. So it's a really, really cool team. I think Bone Serpent in particular is a pet that a lot of people have kind of stopped using. That still is just very, very good. Bone Barrage is one of the best attacks in the game. It has an 80% hit chance, which means you're not going to hit all of them. But it hurls bones at them and deals up to 444 damage, and then puts a massive dot on their team for 4 rounds. So you weave in Bone Barrages with Call Darknesses and Death and Decays, and you're able to actually have a pet because it has such a high base HP with such a decent attack stat. So 309 is still actually pretty significant. You're able to have a pet that can effectively trade 1 for 1.5. You're going to be able to 1v1 their pet and then go for like a YOLO Call Darkness into their next pet and set your weather, have it so your Crow can still succeed. You can switch to your Frostwolf Ghost Pup if there's ever a free turn when you can go for heals, and overall, just a very fun team to play that uses a mechanic that makes your opponent respect the classics like Call Darkness. So hopefully you guys like this. Let's get right into the battles. Here we go. Alright, so our very first game, Lil Bling, Frostwolf Ghost Pup, and Chuck. I feel like I fought someone that had a similar team in a previous video, but we're going to really be able to mess with that healing with our Call Darkness squad. Let's see how this works. Let's see if they open up Lil Bling. Looks like they have decided to open up Lil Bling. Let's see how I'm going to deal with this. I want to kind of put up both of these things. I feel like I want to go bop, bop, bop. Yeah. So I want the Death and Decay up like right now. I think I could have done that. I think I did it the right way. So let's hope we hit our Bone Barrage. Yo, it goes for the big miss. Yo, we take those. That's a lot of damage to you, bro. Hopefully we don't get healed. Let's hope the Call Darkness. And this is just going to set up for our... For our Crow to just come in and just destroy this game, I think. Go for a second one of these. And if he does happen to miss, if he ever gets a chance to, use the Blingtron gift package and misses, we have Call Darkness up, so we're good. Alright, so we just gotta chill for one more turn. He's gonna take 49, so he's actually not gonna die this round. That actually kind of sucks. So we're actually just gonna switch to our Ghost Pup and hopefully just let those tick him out over the course of a couple turns and go for I don't want to say go for a heal, but go for something like that. Ow. So next turn he's gonna get KO'd regardless. So as much as I don't want to go for a Haunting Song, because it's not restoring that much. Oh, he just hit for 630. Oh, never lucky me. Cool. Restore some health. Alright, he'll take out Blingtron down. That is such a good pet, the Blingtron. Holy moly. Frostwolf Ghost Pup mirror match, huh? I'm the one with the stat drop right now. I'm fine with this. I'm fine kind of trading pups. I have a really big advantage. I want a speed tie there. He procs my passive. Let me actually see which one of these is stronger. 439. 690. Yeah, it's still strong to go for this. I feel a lot of people always still sneak attack, but That's some big damage. You do 10% less damage when we're in our undead form, but like at this point we just send out this guy, proc the passive, reset the weather, and then against Chuck we'll just go pop, pop, and we're good to go. He's switching it in for Chuck, yo. It's actually smart to save that thing. 297 strong. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I'll just go for one of these. Calling up that darkness. He's gonna put the dot up on us. The rip, right? Yep. And then we just finish him off. 700 big ones. Show me that damage. Oh my goodness, Chuck. Not today, Chief. And we're gonna be able to close this one out. We're gonna be able to close this one out. The power. The darkness was called. The Allure of Darkness. One of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. One of my favorite battle pet teams. All right, Blingtron back at it again. I don't know if this is the same guy. Blingtron's a very popular pet, but we see the Ashstone Core. Very good speed tiering. Last time I played against the Blingtron guy, I opened up with the Bone Serpent, and I think I'm just going to open up with the Bone Serpent again because I think I played that incorrectly. I went for the Death and Decay and then the Bone Barrage. I think I should go Bone Barrage, Death and Decay, Bone Barrage again, and then Call Darkness. I think that's how we should be doing it. It's probably just the safest way to do it. Crystal Person's completely fine. He's going to get a... This is fine. I'm okay here. Unless he, like, what's he going to do with Stone Form? He just goes for, if that's his play, like, go for it, Chief. You got a free attack. It's all you. 350. A couple free attacks. But we hit that. Is so big. It's so big hitting that. Is it even really worth it? I think it is worth it to pop a Death and Decay, because it's 9 turns. That's, like, over 400 team damage. And it lets us go for, like, some really big stuff next turn. That's so much damage. I wonder if I should actually reapply the Bone Barrage right now, or if I should just go for a Call Darkness. I think it's better to go for the Bone Barrage and just kind of chill. Yeah, that's completely fine, because like Bone Barrage is going to stick as well. I like how you can see people in like Org in the background. I think it's actually really nice. And so now Call Darkness will get a KO. Yeah, it's dope. And we're able to reapply Bone Barrage on his last pet, probably. Or even, like, recap off our Death and Decay, which we don't really want to. Like I've talked about before, Bone Serpent can kind of struggle with this stuff. We outspeed that thing. I think it's actually just safe to save this thing. We can go out to our Frostwolf and just heal a little bit. He has a super effective Stampede. That's that move. So we don't know what he has. That's not very good. I bet you it's Stampede. That's so much damage. Is it even worth it to go for a heal? I don't think it is. We'll just go for this. It does more damage if they're blinded, which they are. So, Stampede's going to do a lot over the next few turns. But it's okay. We just got to kind of trade here, I feel. I feel if we can get the trades off here, we'll be in a good spot. And the last pet is a Blingtron. Yeah, Crow can trade Blingtron pretty well. Yeah, Crow can trade here too. Get that guy off the board for the most part. He's going to proc our passive. And I wonder if I should actually just KO this thing. Because, like, I can either KO him or I can give my Bone Serpent some more health and then KO with the next pet. I think that's what I think we just actually give the Bone Serpent some more health. This is the last turn of Darkness, though. Let's just KO it. It's in Call Darkness right now, so like giving my Bone Serpent like 30 health is not going to be very beneficial. I think it's just good enough to send him out right here and go for a Darkness. So I can already have the Darkness up when it's time to just bring out the Crow. Yep, so we get 2 turns of this. Maybe I should have waited a turn, because I could have actually extended the turn on my Call Darkness, but it's okay. I think as long as we set the Bone Barrage, we'll be good. He actually uses the Bone Plating there instead of the Blingtron gift package. Very surprising. Normally they want that gift package, but like if these are his moves, like this strike still does a lot, and it's a 3 on cooldown, so like we might as well just go for it now. We outspeed. Big Crow. Ooh, that's so much damage mitigation. Yeah, we'll see. This guy actually has a pretty decent spot here. We want to go for our big damaging spells. We want to do our best to proc that passive while we can. While preserving my 50% health boost. Last turn of this, so we should be able to KO it either this turn or next turn. Ah, so close. Crit should go through extra plating. Alright, I think we're gonna get it though. Because we're gonna be able to KO him this turn, right? He's going to come back, and then there's still a turn of cooldowns left on that. We're not at half anymore. He outspeeds us. This is his one shot, one opportunity. Let it slip. Mom Spaghetti, what do you got, Chief? Oh, that is not the right play, Chief. That is not. We did exact lethal. We did exact lethal. And we take those. Blingtron's a good pet. It's a good pet. But you know what? It is nothing compared to the power of the darkness. Alright, so we see Frostwolf Ghost Pup, an Inland Croaker, and a Nexus Whelpling. Gotta always have that weather control. I think Bone Serpent is an amazing lead here. I think Bone Serpent's so good at commanding the weather. Frost Nova Cobblers, he actually has a little bit of weather. These dots aren't going to be super nice, but I do think just going for a Bone Barrage, waiting for him to use his Blizzard is going to be really good. Can't be swapped. Oh, but I like swapping, especially on a Bone Serpent. Yo, this guy's going to make this game a lot harder than I think it needs to be for me. He's just going to be able to trap my Bone Serpent because I can't go for that many attacks. I have to go for the Darkness here, I guess. That is so good. I'm never going to be able to switch. Oh, that's so good for him, obviously, because like Bone Serpent would love to switch here if it was up to me. I'm gonna have to like pretty much pass, and now he actually has weather control here. I pretty much just used that on cooldown just so we could actually get some value. But like, look at what I'm doing. I'm pretty much alternating between Death and Decay and Bone Barrage. So this guy's actually playing this like really, really well. He's gonna be able to proc my passive, finish me off. Best thing I can do is just go for like a reapply of a Bone Barrage next turn, I think, so we can actually elongate the effectiveness of that move. Because he's going to proc my passive this turn. And so hopefully we can get like 4 ticks of that. We've made it so we get 9 ticks of our Death and Decay. Once we actually get this guy off the board, I think we're going to be in a good spot. But we have to go with our Crow. And we're probably going to have to like open up. Let me actually think about this. Because like these are bad for Strike. Like Tall Darkness is good for Dragonkin, but like Nocturnal Strike is not. I wonder if he's going to switch. Alright, let me just hit this. Awesome. So we actually get some pretty good stuff here. 273. We unfortunately have to send out this guy. And we'll just go for a KO here. So I would say, technically, like we're probably in a good spot. Probably in a good spot because we have double dots. We have 3 turns of Bone Barrage. He's going to come in with this guy. He wants to set weather, but like I can always reset and like outspeed his weather. It sucks these 2 attacks aren't very good versus him. But if he ever wants to go for like a Arcane whatever, we're in a good spot. Like if he wants to set Arcane Storm, we're in a good spot. Yeah, there it is. You get no Arcane Storm. I will deal so much damage in your face, Chief. That's a power speed variety too, so it is pretty fast. Look at that damage! Have you ever seen any pet ever deal that much damage in your life? He's going to take out next turn. Actually, I just outspeed him. 309 versus 273, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Crow. Let's go. Using the balance variety Crow. Giving myself some decent stats. This Nocturnal Strike's going to hit like a truck. Let's go. Oof. And then he goes for the Frolic. Good to see. All right, so because he has Frolic up, he's going to be able to dodge for a couple turns. I actually think I just switched to my... do I want to? He has good attacks for Undead. I'm just going to chill here. If I hit, that's dope. Oh, that's cool. I'll hit those. Yeah, we hit those. Is that a Healing Song? I mean, Healing Song's not that... Haunting Song's not that great in a Darkness team. I mean, I know I have it too, but I want to wait till it's gone so I can use it. We double hit through the Frolicking. Yo, it must be my lucky day. The power of Darkness. I'm gonna miss that watch. Yo, and there was a weather like Call Darkness. Like, I cannot believe that we got that lucky. There was the Darkness reducing the accuracy. There was the Frolicking reducing my accuracy. And we were still able to get the solid wins. We didn't really even need our Frostwolf Ghost Pup. Pretty good stuff. I think that like Call Darkness teams obviously like have been nerfed over, you know, the past few years. This used to be like by far and away like one of the best combos, especially with the Bone Serpent here. They actually used to have Nocturnal Strike on Bone Serpent. They replaced it for Liftoff, which is still a really, really good attack. It makes a Bone Serpent can still kind of hit like a truck, gives it a pseudo dodge. It's just that because we're using a health variety, you know, we don't really want to go for like a slower Liftoff because it's not really as valuable. But I do think it's a very, very, you know, underrated team in the current meta. I feel a lot of people want to play like the longer games. And this team kind of just says like, yo, you have to respect my multiple weather. I'm going to hit like a truck with my big cooldowns like Nocturnal Strike and Call Darkness. And if you want to out-heal me, well, literally I'm Call Darkness. So it forces people to respect the classics, and hopefully you guys respect Call Darkness in your own games. Hopefully you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments below if there's any sort of team or pets you want to see me use in future videos, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.